This time on Fishing and Adventure. Oh, whoa, yeah! Holy crap, this is a beast!
Whoa! Hey team, it's Scott and Mig here from Fishing and Adventure.
Now you're about to watch a full episode that was made for TV right here in New Zealand, and we're stoked to be able to bring it to you here on YouTube.
We've got heaps of content on our channel, side missions, vlogs, how-tos, so make sure you hit that subscribe button
Hit it.
And join the adventure.
Yee-hoo! This week, we've loaded up the Surtees and have made the relatively short trip from our home base in Hamilton to the little west coast settlement of Kawhia. Steeped in Māori history, Kawhia was the final resting place of the ancestral waka, Tainui. This waka was one of the great ocean-going canoes in which Polynesians migrated to New Zealand approximately 800 years ago. Although there's an impressive harbour which holds fish all year round, we're here to make the most of a settled summer weather window, which has a swell under a metre and a 5-knot variable forecast, meaning the conditions over the bar were perfect. Days like this don't come around too often out west, so we're definitely keen to make the most of it. Launching is straight into the harbour itself and is relatively straightforward with an all-tight concrete ramp. Our plan for the next day and a half was to make the most of the game fishing opportunities and also have a crack at some inshore fishing as well. The west coast of the North Island can be alive with marlin and tuna throughout the summer months, along with large schools of kahawai and snapper in the shallows. There is a bar to cross, and west coast bars in particular need to be treated with the utmost respect. Thankfully for us, there was bugger all swell, so we cruised straight on over without even troubling the windscreen wipers.
Our Archer, thanks. That's all received. Coast Guard ready up.
Sweet, well that's Coast Guard done and dusted. Bar crossing was pretty simple and the conditions out over the bar looking pretty good.
Absolutely, first time for us fishing out of Kawhia, so pretty bloody excited. We've always fished raglan, so cruise down the coast an hour and yeah, hoping to get into a bit of game fishing. But also, Meg, we've got a little bit of inshore stuff on the coast.
Yeah, it's just, that's the thing, is down here there is everything on offer. So hopefully we can get into something pretty exciting.
Yeah, we've got the afternoon now and obviously tomorrow to try and tick off our challenge species. So, yep, out here we've got, like we say, good weather, a few birds around. All the signs are right, mate.
Oh, let's
get some baits on the water.
Yeah, mate.
Let's catch some fish.
Let's go.
All right, hammer down. This week's challenge is for us to land a trophy fish, which must be one of the following: a marlin, a 25 kg kingfish, a 3 kg crayfish, or an 8 kg snapper. Immediately we could see large numbers of gannets and dolphins, so we rigged up a few lures to try and grab a few nice baits. Oh, yeah. All right, so live bait gathering straight off the bat. Just got round the corner and these gannets definitely were obviously here for a reason. That's usually the way it goes. We've got some screaming reels. Once we get these in, we'll be able to carry on. Good fun anyway. Catching kahawai never gets old. 3-way hookups all around. Every time you drop a lure down, you catch one. He's a fatty, man, just fat. I can barely even get my hand around him. All right. Kahawai. That'll be it, I think. Get him and then we'll carry on.
Got him.
Nice.
Nice as. Big boy.
Yep.
Sweet. Cheers, mate.
Sweet. See why they call them the people's fish, eh, the kahawai? Just so much fun.
I'm a big fan of these guys in the smoker,
Yeah, you are.
as everyone knows.
Yep.
Nothing like a good smoked fish pie.
Absolutely. So with a few nice baits in the tank, we decided to try to make the most of a late afternoon bite and cruise down the coast to see if we could wrangle out a trophy fish on dusk. With the conditions allowing us to get right in close, we decided that Mig and Ben would don the dive gear to try for that big West Coast crayfish. A 3 kg cray on the breath is a big ask, but with the swell so low, the boys were able to get right into areas which hopefully hadn't seen too much fishing pressure. They had a good look around, but were struggling to find anything decent, so rather than sitting around twiddling their thumbs, I rigged up a live kahawai to troll it around for a big kingy. And while that was happening, it was all too tempting not to flick out a couple of soft baits to try and lure out a big trophy snapper, covering our bases nicely. Yep, on. a bit difficult because there's only 2 of us on the boat, so chucked the autopilot on and cruised out, and we're still in gear going forward, but that's all right. Here comes a nice flipper. Yes. With a soft bait. Right up into that reef there. Just casted it straight into the rock. It's not a massive fish, but it's a nice size, a nice penny. Fighting fit, only caught him in shallow water, so straight back in the drink. See you, bud. We've got bigger fish to fry. So with the reef only providing smaller snapper and no crayfish, we pushed right back into the coast for another look around. The boys jumped back in the drink, I flicked a soft bait out and immediately hooked an absolute freight train. Holy crap, this is a beast! Go see what it is before I lose it. It was a big oh no! Oh, that was a beast! Oh, took me to the reef far out. That was a stonker.
So rocky in here, though.
Boys has just said it's real rocky in there. We've popped them into the coast, have a quick sniff around for a cray. It's really murky. I just flicked the softy in and bang, I could not stop that. Far out. Busted. She would have been a twins. Ah! Although a fun afternoon, we were still no closer to our challenge fish, so it was back to land for the night to get geared up for a big day tomorrow. Oh. Day 2 dawned and brought with it another stunning weather forecast and massive amounts of anticipation as we planned on allowing a big part of the day for targeting marlin. There's something about game fishing that gets everyone on the boat excited, and although there are often hours of nothing much happening, the thrill and adrenaline of hooking billfish well and truly outweighs any potential boredom.
Got all our marlin rods out. We'll throw out a little rig for a skipjack tuna. So they predate around these same sort of areas and same sort of bait skills. So we'll do that. If we don't want any more rods in the water, we'll throw out this rig here, which is called a bungee. It's just a nice little tuna lure there, smallish lure. Then a few metres of quite heavy mono onto the bungee. So that bungee is just tied to the cleat on the boat. That bungee is just a good bit of shock absorption. And we should just see that tuna float around in the backs, fighting around. So we'll heft that out.
Just allows us to wind bring the fish in without having to clear any of the gear.
Bang on.
Just stand and keep the boat going at our trolling speed, which at the moment is about 7 knots, and we can just pull it in if we hook up. So, not just skippies too, because we know there's the albies around, so they'll take that. Oh, yeah! Oh, no! Ah! Let it run.
Yeah, it's running.
What do we got?
Tunes, maybe.
Tuna? We don't think we've got a marlin, but we think we've got a fish. Let's get this out of your way, I think, Mick.
Fish all the same?
Yep.
Feels pretty tuna-y.
Okay. Is that, oh, here we go. You got some colour down there. Hopefully she's an albs. Oh, looks like an albs. All right, Mick, bring them in. Oh, yeah.
Pretty soft mouths, the old skipjack.
More, I'm gonna... Skippy, is it?
The albie, I think.
Yes!
Yeah, nice albie.
It is an albit.
Beautiful. Chicken of the sea.
Stoked with that.
Yeah,
It's not the ultimate target species, but it is still a fantastic catch. Nice work, Mick.
Sweet. Beautiful.
Awesome.
Nice. Not a bad bycatch at all. These albacore are a beautiful eating fish as well, also known as the chicken of the sea. So we'll give him a bit of a quick bleed and make sure that he is in prime condition for later on.
Can we get it? Yep, there it is.
There we go.
Well, I'll do the other side. Might as well. Yep.
Done.
Chuck him in there. Oh, yeah. Chuck him. What was it? Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, I'm on.
Oh,
Shark.
Marco. Shark. Oh, bring him.
It's all right, it's a game fish.
Oh, he pulled it. Yeah.
I'm bringing any paper plus the lure.
Yeah, what a...
There you go, we're just about to throw a bungee out for a tuna and along came a Marco.
The lure's still there.
Can I click it off? We'll check it anyway.
Pay to check that lure over pretty intensely. Make sure there's no nicks. It's all looking pretty good. Oh, luckily, still have our lure.
Sweet.
We'll hit it back out. Alrighty.
What do you think of Mick? Another Albuquerque?
Got an albacore just on the bungee. So bungee we usually just chuck out for the...
Oh, it is another Albi, I think.
Pretty sure it is.
Yeah, he's a beast.
He's a big one too.
Yeah.
Me. Sick.
Another beautiful
Alright.
eater.
Yeah, he's a nice size one. He was just splashing around out the back in the gear and looked around, sure enough. Beauty. Oh, a few of these guys around.
Absolutely.
Not going to complain at all.
Although plenty of bait sign, we were still holding out hope that a hungry marlin would show up for his plastic lunch. Thankfully, though, there was still a lot of tuna around to keep things interesting. The bungee provider doing its job again, and so far we're doing all right on the tunas, Mick.
Yeah, mate.
On that bill still.
Oh, yeah, no,
it's
the Albie.
Coming in hot. Woo!
Filling the bin.
Thank you.
Nice.
All right, filling the bin with some chicken. Some fishy chicken. We're gonna let this guy go. Because we've already got two in the bin. And... Oh, nice fish. Grab the net, Mick. It's a mean snapper. Ben's fishing off the roof and he thought he hooked a Kawhia. But, nice snap. In the net.
Oh, yeah, boy.
Getting bigger.
Yeah.
Getting bigger.
Oh, nice.
Nice one, Ben.
Nice shallow snap off the, on the softies.
That's the spot, eh, off the roof there.
Off the roof.
You're on the roof. Oh, good fish. Yeah, good.
That's Ben's nice cast off the roof snapper. And he can go back in the drink. He's still got a couple in the bin, so. All good.
A good little session, though, eh?
Yeah. Beautiful colours coming out of these fish. Still relatively sandy bottom underneath, so you see quite pale still. But we are pulling them out of some pretty gnarly stuff.
All right. One after the other. I'm not complaining. We may not be catching marlin, but we're getting a little bit closer to our trophy snapper. Wow. When I say closer, that was about a third of the size. Back in the drink. That's on. Seem to be doing all right with casting the softies around. Maybe we seem to flick a softie on this west coast that's providing.
Yeah, we haven't really had much luck with the softies over in the west coast. Usually it's out, drop the old ledger rig down or the flasher rig down and catch some fish with the bait, but the softies are doing the trick.
Absolutely. Oh, Michael. Good fish.
Not bad, hooked him right in about a metre of water. Back over that rock.
Oh, yeah. Here's my... Just a nice
Too
penny.
bad, though. He's not an absolute monster, so...
Not a bad snap, but got a few from yesterday, so we'll pop that guy back in the drink. See you, bud.
Here he comes. Oh, pulling a little bit of line close to the boat. Just ease him into the net. There
Nice.
we go. Here we are. Nice little snap on the softie. Oh, hopefully we can pick up a couple of trophy ones out of the wash. That'll be the plan. Yep, back in the drink with this guy. Send him off.
Oh. Yeah. Nice fish. Got some weight there, Mick.
Some weight.
Yeah, he's just trying to shake the hook at the moment. I don't know if he's tropes, but he's big. Definitely my biggest one for the day. As I was casting literally as far as we can into those rocks, getting them right into the shore there, and just sort of working them back towards the boat. It's only a couple of metres deep there. We're sitting at about 6 or 7. Pretty sandy underneath us, which is helping with us being able to not have to put too much hurt on these fish. But there is a little there'll be rocks and little bommies and stuff, so we do have to be a little bit careful. Won't be far off here. Got some colour there, Miggy. We'll be up around that 10-pound mark. Yeah, oh yeah, nice fish.
Oh, yeah, it's a nicey.
That's a good one on the
a nice
softy.
one.
That's a good one on the softy.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. Now we're getting somewhere.
Beauty.
Borderline trophy fish, but not quite. We're not going to call that our trophy fish
Not
because
quite there.
that's be about a 10, 11 pounder, maybe 12, but we'll have a look. And we're sort of thinking 15 plus as a trophy. There we go. Beautiful snapper. And you'd be over that 10-pound mark up around it anyway. So pretty stoked with that. Good fight too. Softy out of there, it's good to go again. Thanks for the fight, buddy. Woohoo!
Mean.
Nice.
Nice, mate.
All
Getting
right.
close, getting close.
Getting close.
Come on
Still
now.
time in the day.
Yep.
What do you got there, Nookie?
Nice trev, I think.
You reckon?
Yep, those fast little head nods are a giveaway.
Oh, I've got a variety, Mick.
Yep, just probably swing them in. Got
Oh,
a
you're going to
snapper
swing
in
them
the
in?
bin,
Good
but we
luck. Do you
don't.
want me to get the net?
No, mate, should be right. I'll give her a...
Yeah,
nice.
nice fish.
Nice.
Good sashim's on that guy, Mickey.
Yeah, that's right, mate. That's bang on. You can tell you got a trevally on with the fast little head nods. Just do, 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 do. Snapper generally a lot bigger in the head nod department.
Don't lose him.
Yeah, we've got him.
Hang on. Oh,
That wasn't.
Michael. So with Meg not even able to hold on to a landed fish, our challenge was looking fairly ominous. Not willing to give up, we kept moving around and casting lures in the hope that we could hook that last-minute trophy snapper. God. Oh, it's a goodie too. Oh!
Get him out of the bush, Scotty.
He's going for the bush.
Oh, he's going for that bush. I know there's some good bush down there too.
Did you see bush?
No, I
I've
didn't.
already lost a good fish to the bush.
It's rock bush.
Okay. Fortunately, 30-pound trace and this 8 to 12 kilo soft bait rod, so I can turn his head around. But it doesn't change the fact that there's pressure on the hook, the line, everything else down there.
Oh, yes, some good head nods.
Yeah. Woo! Loving it. Here it comes, here it comes, here it goes. Oh! Oh!
Right there.
Just saw it.
Libby dear.
Ah,
not
what
ideal.
the hell? Man, these big fish just aren't playing ball.
No.
That's what happens when we put too much pressure on him. I could have just backed the drag off. I didn't know how far away I was. Just saw him. And then he pulled the hook. It was a good fish too.
Me little
All I
one-
saw was a big barn door.
My little one didn't fall off.
Well, it's always the way, isn't it?
It's not even that little, to be fair.
No, damn it! It was fairly obvious that this just wasn't going to be our day. And although the fishing was on fire, that challenge fish just wasn't playing ball, so it was back to base for the consequence. Here we are again.
Oh, well. It's cracking for today.
Another Connie.
Do the old... Oh, no. That's enough. That is enough. No more.
Got the peppers to go on yet, mate?
There you go. There you go. Beautiful.
Beautiful, mate.
All right, Mickey.
All right.
Bon appetit.
Cheers, mate. Bon
Cheers.
appetit. Terrible. What the hell going on? Well, what just comes out?